Incumbent MP for Vanimo Green, Belden Namah, has proven his critics wrong on the proposed deferral of the national general election. Mr. Namah all along has maintained that the Electoral Commission was not ready with the electoral roll to conduct the election. He says in accordance with the organic law on the national and local level government elections, the electoral rolls in all its three forms, that is the preliminary roll, primary rolls and certified rolls, must be ready 3 months prior to the issuance of writs.
Cries have been received from all parts of the country, echoing and demonstrating that our country was and is not ready to proceed with elections as opposed to what has been preached and continuously guaranteed by the Papua New Guinea's Electoral Commissioner Andrew Trowen, that the Papua New Guinea Electoral Commission was ready for elections. What a disaster.
However, this issue and concern was overlooked by Prime Minister Peter O'Neill and his cohorts. He says Peter O'Neill collaborated with the Electoral Commissioner Andrew Trowen and expert Australian advisers, resulting in the failed status of the electoral roll.
We have more than 200 plus Australian advisors working for the Papua New Guinea Electoral Commission who have assisted, orchestrated this disaster. What a shame. What a shame. As if Papua New Guineans do not have their own homegrown advisors. I speak with a weight of facts. I just returned from my electorate yesterday. In my own Vanimo town urban wards, this is town, a township of Vanimo. The electoral rolls there were in samples. More than 5,000 to 6,000 eligible voters, their names were not on the common rolls.
Peter O'Neill, he says, should be ashamed for listening to the Electoral Commissioner and his Australian advisers. Mr. Namah says if the trend continues, we will continue to face problems in the future.
We are playing into the hands of the foreigners, especially the Australians. They have always wanted that the Papua New Guinea elections, one day, the general elections would fail. Australian media have always portrayed that Papua New Guinea will have one day fail elections. We have proven them wrong time and time again. And we must continue to prove them wrong. We are a sovereign nation. We must be patriotic and nationalistic in our approach towards decision making for the future of our country.
The situation, he says, should have been avoided had O'Neill stood by his cabinet and parliamentary resolutions. Mr. Namah challenged O'Neill to stop crying over spilled milk, as he has done injustice to the country.
Peter O'Neill and Andrew Trowen should both be held responsible and accountable for the ill-prepared electoral roll and getting the nation prepared properly for elections, which are in disarray at the moment.